This is from People's Culture and Environment, presented from Bay Filipino 3A, Group Mandaya. Hashtag promoting the beauty of Mandaya culture. Hashtag respect Mandaya tribe. Mandaya. Their name means the first people upstream. Mandaya are known for their gaudy and vibrant culture that has been preserved from successive generations. Mandaya have one of the most richest cultural heritage among ethnic groups. Agriculture is their main source of living. Dagmay and Abaca hand-woven cloth with intricate designs. Revolving around man and crocodile is one of the most popular material culture and bedcraft technique of Mandaya is something to marvel at. The history of Mandaya. The Indonesians who came to the Philippines in a series of immigration waves from 3000 to 500 BC intermarried with the native women and begot the Manobo of Eastern Mindanao. The Malays, who migrated to the Philippines between 300 to 200 BC through Palawan and Mindoro, intermarried with the Manobo and begot the Mandayas. The Chinese came in the 30th century and through intermarriage contributed further the racial development of the Mandaya. And the Spanish, who conquest brought about Christianity and the inducement for the Mandaya to settle in villages. And ultimately, the Americans, who brought with them a form of political participation that was inaugurated by the Christian political leaders when Davao was made into a regular province in 1922. Mandaya are scattered in some parts of Davao del Norte, Compostela Valley, and Surigao del Sur. The concentration of their settlement which still exists today. It is the heart of Davao Oriental, particularly at Baganga, Caraga, and Catiit. In addition, the main economic activity of Mandaya is kaingin or sweeting farming. Moreover, the clothes of Mandaya are considered by many as among the most beautiful in Mindanao. Furthermore, Mandaya literary arts express the group's attitude towards life, nature, morality, and the world in general. They include riddles, proverbs, myths, folk songs, folk tales, and epic poems, dances, and proto-dramas. Ultimately, music is also an important part of Mandaya culture as they use various musical instruments and dances for celebration and rituals.
5 principal groups of Mandaya. Mansaka, those who live on mountain clearings. Manwaga, those who live forest mountain areas. Pagsupan, those who live in the swampy banks of Tagum and Iho rivers. Managusan, those who live near the water. Libabaugan, those who live found in the southern and western parts of Compostela.
Social organization and customs. There are 2 types of Kabanayan or Mandaya family. The first is the nuclear family, which is consisting by the parent and their children. The second is polygynous family, which is consisting by 2 or more wives with their children. Occasionally, parents from either lineage may join the family.
Stage of Mandaya marriage. The first stage is the pakasayod, which literally means to learn or to discover. The second stage is the pamuka or kagon, when both families of the girl and the boy meet for the second time. The third stage is the pagtawas. The fourth stage is the kasamungan, when both families meet to set the day of the marriage. The final celebration of matrimony is pagtuluda or patulog, which literally it is goodbye now.
This is the Mandaya's distinct practices and death, burial, and mourning. Before that, a Mandaya is given a sponge bath. Close relatives are kept in vigil. The dead shall lay down straight with a hand at the side. The corpse is covered with a dagma, the clothes made from abaca fiber. No prayers are said before or after that. A Mandaya who killed by an opponent is left reclining on 3 row. In the past, tribal leaders like the Bagani who sensed their coming death would either walk or be carried to the burial site.
Religious beliefs and practices of Mandaya. The Christianity that Mandaya profess is a mix of traditional Catholicism with their own indigenous beliefs and practices. According to the Spanish missionaries, the Mandaya consented to be converted only if their beliefs and customs would not be interfered. The Mandaya's attachment to animism was the problem of the missionaries. The Mandaya have a high regard and respect for nature, as if it is the umbilical cord of their tribal life. They perceive the world based on their twofold beliefs of nature as governed by both good spirits Tagamaling and evil spirits Busal. They also practice rituals and gives offerings and sacrifices. The evil spirit can be mollified if it were treated with respect through rituals and amicable offerings.
The Mandaya interact with nature both on a daily and occasional basis. On a daily basis, they rely on the ominous hots or call of the limokon, bird of omen, from which they base their decision whether to continue or postpone their respective activities for the day. On occasional basis, they perform rituals, balilid to heal the sick, and panawag-tawag for the safe journey, and koto for abundant harvest. Laid by the bailan or priestess, either to appease the buso or evil spirit, or to ask favor from good spirit that live in the forest or rivers.
Although the Mandaya are peace-loving and diplomatic, they have that obstinate sense of pride, dignity, and self-importance in the presence of other people in their tribal community. They observe propriety in a social gathering, but they feel offended if they are ignored or treated indifferently. Moreover, they are resolute in their principle, which cannot be easily swayed by favor or monetary token. Their integrity as a Mandaya is more important than fleeting allure of money or material possessions. Mandaya are highly spiritual, but their spirituality does not come an animistic belief. It emanates from the relationship in the community and environment.
Mandaya dishes as simple as having coconut and kamote at home. Dasig kamote, cold tuba, wine shake, laksa sa dagat. Mandaya has so much to offer. Discover the Mandaya natural beauty. Witness the ethereal places. And its people. This is the beauty of Mandaya tribe. Let's support our Mandaya people.